Pablo Escobar was worth $30 billion. He was 35. At 35, most people are still paying off student loans and arguing with their landlord about the heating. He owned 7 houses, 142 cars, a private zoo with hippos, his own prison that he designed himself, with a football field, a bar, and a waterfall. The Colombian government put him there. He ran his entire operation from inside it, then got bored and walked out. This is not a story about drugs. This is a story about how one man from a village with no electricity built the most profitable business in human history before his 40th birthday, and what it actually cost him. Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria was born in 1949 in Rio Negro, Colombia. His father was a farmer. His mother was a school teacher. They had nothing. Not struggling, middle class nothing. Actual nothing. No electricity. No running water. A village so small it didn't appear on most maps. At 9 years old, Pablo told his cousin he would be a millionaire by the time he was 22. His cousin laughed. At 22, Pablo was stealing cars, selling fake lottery tickets, and running cigarette smuggling operations across the Colombian border. He wasn't a millionaire yet, but he wasn't laughing either. The first thing you need to understand about Escobar is that he wasn't chaotic. He wasn't impulsive. He was methodical in a way that would make most MBA graduates feel inadequate. He studied every operation he ran. He identified the inefficiency. He fixed it. He scaled it. He just happened to be doing this with cocaine. In the mid-1970s, cocaine was already moving through Colombia, but it was disorganized. Small operators, no infrastructure, no consistency, no real money. Escobar looked at this and saw exactly what any good entrepreneur sees when they look at a fragmented market, an opportunity. He didn't invent cocaine trafficking. He industrialized it. He built processing labs in the jungle. He established shipping routes through Panama, Mexico, and the Caribbean. He recruited pilots, chemists, accountants, lawyers, and enforcers, and he paid them all better than anyone else in the market. He understood one thing that his competitors didn't. Reliability is worth more than margin. If you can deliver the product on time every time, you own the market. His clients in Miami knew exactly when their shipment was arriving. It arrived every time. By 1979, Pablo Escobar was 30 years old and worth an estimated $2 billion. At the peak, his Medellin cartel was shipping 80% of all cocaine entering the United States. 80%. His operation was earning $420 million per week. He was spending $2,500 per month just on rubber bands to bundle the cash. Here is the part the Netflix show didn't fully explain. Escobar didn't just buy people, he gave them a choice. Plata o plomo, silver or lead, take the bribe or take the bullet. He made this offer to judges, politicians, police chiefs, military generals, and presidential candidates. Most took the silver. The ones who didn't died. He assassinated a minister of justice, 3 presidential candidates, over 500 police officers in Medellin alone. He was paying street kids $300 per officer killed. He bombed a commercial airliner, 107 people. He bombed the headquarters of Colombia's secret police, 600 people injured. He declared war on the entire Colombian government, and for a period of 4 years, he was winning. The government was negotiating with him, not arresting him. Negotiating with a private citizen who had his own army. In 1991, the Colombian government made Escobar an offer. Surrender, stand trial, serve time. In exchange, he would not be extradited to the United States. He would serve his sentence in Colombia. Escobar counter-offered. He would surrender. He would serve his sentence in a prison he designed and built himself, on a hilltop outside Medellin, with his own security staff, his own rules, full visitation rights. The Colombian government said yes. La Catedral, the cathedral, had a football field, a bar, a jacuzzi, a waterfall, guest rooms for visitors. A discotheque? He continued running his entire cartel from inside it. When the government finally sent troops to actually imprison him, they arrived to find him gone. He had walked out the night before. The most wanted man in the Western Hemisphere had just casually left his own prison because he felt like it. After La Catedral, everything accelerated. A vigilante group called Los Pepes, funded by rival cartels and quietly supported by the CIA, began hunting his associates one by one. His lawyers, his accountants, his cousins, his friends. For the first time in his life, Escobar was on the run with no infrastructure, no safe houses, no organization. He was making calls from disposable phones, moving every 24 hours, eating whatever he could find. On December 2nd, 1993, one day after his 44th birthday, Colombian police traced a call he made to his son. It took 17 seconds to locate him. He was shot on a rooftop in the Los Olivos neighborhood of Medellin, trying to run. The man who had once declared war on an entire country and won died alone on a roof in socks.
Here is the thing about Pablo Escobar that gets lost in the legend. He almost made it, not to safety, to legitimacy. In the early 1980s, he ran for Congress. He won a seat as an alternate representative. He showed up to sessions. He gave speeches about poverty. He built football fields and houses for the poor in Medellin. People loved him. A Colombian journalist named Guillermo Cano started investigating his criminal record and publishing it. Escobar had him killed. A minister of justice tried to have him extradited. Escobar had him killed. Every time someone tried to pull him toward legitimacy, he chose violence instead. Not because he was stupid, because violence worked faster. And the problem with building an empire on violence is that eventually the violence turns around. He built the most profitable operation in human history. He lost everything in 15 months. His wife fled to Argentina with his children under fake names. His mother moved 27 times in 3 years. His daughter grew up unable to use her real name. The empire lasted 15 years. The consequences lasted generations. Next week, the man who made Escobar look like an amateur. His cartel was bigger. His operation was cleaner. He died in his bed at 87. Most people have never heard his name. If this video made you feel something, subscribe. One video per week. No filler. Just the real stories history forgot to make uncomfortable.